everyone, welcome to the first session of Basic English Grammar. In this particular session, we're going to talk about nouns. Now, like I said before, that these are just going to be revision sessions. So we're not going to delve into details, but definitely you will get an idea of whatever the definition of noun is and what things are. So this is basically like a revision session. If you want to delve into details, you might as well refer to a book. So before we begin, please rate, review, subscribe and recommend the course. Also, please leave your valuable suggestions and comments below. So basically there are 8 parts of speech. Let's start with parts of speech first. So there are 8 parts of speech: noun, pronoun, adjective, verb, adverb, preposition, conjunction and interjection. Right, so there are 8 parts of speech and we're going to cover all of them. We'll start with the first one, that is the basic one, that is noun. तो जब हम बचपन में पढ़ते थे, for us noun were basically what? A name, place, animal, thing. That was a myth, right? Noun are naming words. That's how we put it. Noun are naming word. So everything that you're able to see and talk about is basically a noun. Right, so that can be the name for people, for animals, objects, substance, quality, action, anything. Right, so let's start like name of people, animals or places. Right, for example, you have Tom, Englishman, brother, cat, office. They are all what? They are the names of people or animals or places. So that is the kind of noun. I'm just giving you examples. या फिर of objects and substances, right? Like chair or computer or a table or a stool, whatever, water, ice. Next you have qualities like kindness, beauty, bravery, faith. That is all a noun. Fourth one is name of actions like rowing or cooking or reading or listening. They're all nouns. Okay, so now in nouns we have common nouns and proper noun, right? So let's just say it that way. Common means जो चीज़ बहुत सारे चीज़ों में common हो. For example, when I say a car, that's a common noun. But when I say Mercedes, it becomes a proper noun. Why? Because I am specifying the name of the car or specifying the brand of the car. Right? So common noun is a word which is just defined to use a class. Defines a class of a person, place or thing. For example, liquid. When I say liquid, it is, it's a common noun. But when I say probably like mogu mogu juice, I don't know if you guys have had it or not, but then it becomes a proper noun because then I'm specifying what liquid it is and I'm telling you the name also, right? So a proper noun is the name of a particular or specific person, place or thing. Right? It always starts with a capital letter. Like you have Alfred, Asia. Continent is a common noun because continent साथ हैं. But Asia is a proper noun because then it becomes only one thing. And Becky, Nobel Prize, Mercedes, Microsoft, the example that I had given. Moving on, we have countable and uncountable noun. So now as this name suggests, countable, simple, जो चीज़ आप count कर सकते हैं, something that you can count. Uncountable, something that you cannot count, जो चीज़ आप count नहीं कर सकते हैं. That is an uncountable noun. For example, a countable noun is a noun with both a singular and a plural form, and it is something that you can count, like the number of tables or the number of chairs that you can count, right? Like John painted the table and the chairs grew. So you can count the number of table and you can count the number of chairs. Or the oak tree lost 3 branches in the storm. So you have branches, which is going to be a countable noun, right? But uncountable noun is a noun which you cannot count, right? So it does not have a plural form and that is something that you cannot count, right? So a non-countable noun will always take a singular verb in a sentence. That is so obvious. जब आपके पास plural noun नहीं है, तो obviously it is going to take a singular verb in a sentence. So non-countable nouns are similar to collective nouns, but they are opposite of countable nouns, right? For example, Joseph discovered oxygen. Now you cannot count oxygen, right? So then it becomes an uncountable noun. Similarly, we decided to sell the furniture. Now, when I say furniture, मेरे को नहीं पता if it is one chair, two chairs, or one table or two tables. So that is a general term. So this becomes a non-countable noun. Some other examples of non-countable nouns are listed below. You can have a look at them, like music, art, furniture, luggage, electricity, gas, power, money, whatever. Moving on now, the complication begins when a same noun can be used as a countable noun and an uncountable noun also, depending on how you're using it. Like I say hair. Now hair, there are two hairs in my coffee. Now when I say that, I'm telling you कि मेरे two strand of hair हैं जो coffee में है. So I'm specifying the number. But when I say I don't have much hair, so can you count the number of hair that are there? You can't count, right? So then it becomes an uncountable noun. Right? The bedroom, there are two lights in our bedroom. So when I say two lights, you know कि मेरे room में दो लाइटें हैं. But when I say close the curtain, there is too much light. Now you cannot quantify it. आप सिर्फ ये कह सकते हैं light बहुत ज़्यादा आ रही है, but मैं number नहीं कह सकती कितनी light आ रही है, right? Okay, next we have collective noun. Collective noun is a noun name of a group of things. Collective, जैसे the word collective से जो group होगा. So a group of things, animals or persons. Okay, so you can take individual members, but you can also take a single unit, like the flock of geese. So this whole flock represents a flock, and if you see the flock of geese, it's spending most of its time in the pasture. So it's using a singular verb, right? You see that, right? Because over here it is saying spends. Next, the jury is. Please know this fact that with the collective noun also you're using a singular verb, right? Because ये पूरी entity एक ही चीज को describe कर रही है. It's not a plural form. The jury is dining and taking out chicken tonight. The army is handling the problem of terrorism, right? Okay, next is a possessive noun. तो जैसे ये possessive, possession क्या होता है? Something that you own. So when you want to show that something belongs to somebody or something, that is called, usually you put an apostrophe s या फिर एक s के बाद apostrophe in plural form to show that this belongs to you. Like the boy's ball. So एक बच्चे की boy. But when you say the boy's ball with the s and the apostrophe at the end, that means there are two or greater than two boys, right? Next you have noun as an adjective. So noun can be as an adjective also. How? Because there are certain nouns which if put in front of another noun will give you another noun. Right? So in that case the first noun will act as an adjective. Like you have race horse. So race is also a noun, horse is also a noun. But race horse defines a horse which is running in a race. Like tennis ball is representing a ball which is used for tennis, which is specific to tennis, that's a tennis ball. So in summary, basically now we know that noun is the name of a person, place, animal or thing. Common noun refers to a general group. Proper noun refers to a particular item in the group. Countable nouns are something that can be counted. Uncountable that cannot be counted. Collective noun is a group of items which are referred to the singular form like army, family, etc. Possessive noun uses apostrophe to show possession, and nouns as adjectives are race horse, cricket ball, etc. So that's it for today, guys. I hope this session was informative. Thank you so much. Have a great day.